One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Barnhart. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw. Barnhart. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, New Orleans.
Let's go. 18
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Akers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnhart. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Touchdown, Chicago! Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Barnhart. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Barnhart. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
It's going to be a long day.
Gun.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check the outs. Check the outs.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
Newton's pass, intended for Rob Gronkowski, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Down at the 22-yard
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Again, he finds an opening. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, now, New Orleans. Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Watch the whip. Great.
Second and 10, Newton again. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They fake the give. Newton. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Great. Max 22. Here we go. Hey! Max 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Max 22.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Gun. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 20. Defense wins championships, baby. Kick.
Play action. It's Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
22 by 22. Watch the pass. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Here's Newton. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At the 17-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. I don't think
they run. Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, hey, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Down at the 39-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Operating from the gun, Barnhart. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
From the gun, Barnhart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Operating from the gun, Barnhart. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnhart, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 180. 57. Great. Check 31, check 31.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken.
Back at the 45.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
20. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. All day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Check 15, check 15. Gun, gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 28-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Barnhart. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looking to throw. Barnhart, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Newton. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
2nd and inches.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a quick throw right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 17, Saints 7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Barnhart. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Saints 1st down.
From the gun, Barnhart. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
35 the mark.
To throw on 2nd down. Barnhart. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Number 23, Cam.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnhart. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And they'll lead the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barnhart. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Bears 17, Saints 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
20. Switch it, come on, switch it. Express! Staying open. I get it.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Off play action. Barnhart. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Michael Batchley lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Michael Badgley set to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw on second down, Barnhart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Barnhart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
52, 52. Man, I got you. 52's the mic right here, right there. 52's the mic. Hey, watch it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 22, he's coming. Go. Check back. 22, 22. All day.
Now it's Newton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
22, 22.
Throwing here, Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Bears 31, Saints 14. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.